Hello, digital card fighters. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you some amazing content. Today's content is none other brought to you by Set 15, Brilliant Striker, but we also have Overdress news, which is quite amazing. We got some major confirmations, understanding Persona ride. We also got some TCG reveals in the fighter collection thing that we got our Beastie support in. And we got so much stuff to cover. It's not even funny. I don't even know if this video can handle it all. So guys, remember, I stream every Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So if you guys want to just come out, hang out, just chat. I spend a lot of time just chatting and hanging out and just having fun. So if you guys just want to come out and just do that, just follow me on my channels. Discord link, everything like that is in the thing below. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So let's go over Set 15 Brilliant Strike. So first off, we have Broken Heart Jewel Knight Ashley, reverse, Dauntless Dominant Dragon reverse, Omniscient Regalia Minerva, which is finally everybody's waifu, Salvation Line Grand Azel Scissors, so we have our counter to lock, Eradicator Ignition Dragon Narukami, and then Immortal Kaiser. Ashura Kaiser. So we got finally Ashura Kaiser. He kind of falls under this weird location because again, Blau kind of outshines it when it comes to when it dropped. So it kind of when it originally did was never really noticed because Blau's just doing it just better. So let's first go over our big girl first. So we got Regalia, Wisdom, Angelica. So Angelica is limit break. When wrote upon Soul Blast 3 to have your Vanguard get plus 10,000 until the end of turn, and look at 4 cards from the top of your deck, add 2 cards to your hand, which is fantastic when being wrote upon. This break ride is just beautiful. I mean, with this being able to do what it can, and then just being able to soul charge from the witches and stuff like that, Orange and whatever else their name is, Grappa. Just being able to do this early on a break ride, it just helps out fuel so much. And when this unit attacks the Vanguard, Soul Charge 1, it gets plus 1,000 for the end of turn, which isn't bad. Then we have Twilight Regalia Hesperia. So when this card is put into your damage zone, your Vanguard gets the following ability until the end of turn. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, retire one of your opponent's rear guards. Beautiful. I mean, being able to retire a back row unit, because you ain't swinging this at anything else but Vanguard, so why not, right? So definitely take that with a grain of salt. Next you have Omniscient Regalia Minerva. So Brilliant Strike, of course, triple R. This is your triple R of the set. Limit break 4. When this unit attacks, it gets the following ability until the end of turn. At the end of the battle, Soul Blast 3, Counter Blast 1, discard 2 cards from your hand to stand this Vanguard up and draw 2 cards, which is really nice because the discard kind of just filters out what you want to discard to draw. So get plus 5,000 until the end of turn. Try to get those PGs. Not bad because the restand is just so good. Soul Blast 3 to gain plus 5,000 power. And then Regalia, Wisdom, Angelica is its cross ride. So definitely take caution on that. Know when you start playing against this deck can be crazy strong. Being able to restand your Vanguard for absolutely no cost besides 1 counter blast is a lot better even against Kagero stuff. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Then you have Sacred Twin Beast White Lion. When placed, if your Vanguard is Azel, your damage zone has 4 or less, put the top card of your damage zone face down, return a card at random, prioritizing face down cards from your damage zone to the bottom of your deck. Well, shuffle your deck. And then you got Black Line, which does the exact same thing. So they're revamped of the originals just so that you can play with Azel a little bit better and take advantage of it. So Counterblast 2 to unlock all your lock cards. Look at the 4 cards from the top of your deck. Call a card. If you have exactly 5 rear guards, this unit gets plus 1,000 and a crit until the end of turn. Counter charge 1 at the end of that turn. So at least it gives you a counter. It costs 2 to activate, but at least counter charge 1. So this is amazing, and it also doesn't require you to have lock cards. So you can do this ability without that. So during your turn, this unit gets plus 1,000 for each of your rear guards. So if you have 5, that is pretty much a 7. That is a 16 power Vanguard. So guys, be on a lookout for this. This might bring golds back into play with the Zell. So be on the lookout. Next, they introduced the promo cards originally as double rares. So you get Seal Dragon Goretta, Gravity Bolt Dragon, Knight of Extremely Tollus, and then you have Judas. So they each kind of gain this 5,000k or do something related to their clans. But the major thing about that is their new effects, and that is Vanguard, Rearguard, when placed, unlock one of your cards. So we have unlock mechanics for this set, which is really important because the fact of the matter is lock can get out of hand, especially once you start playing into the strength of lock. Lock with Omega Glendios can just ruin your day, and you need to be able to play around it, because if you can't, you're kind of in this bad zone that you don't want to be in. So definitely giving these cards early, which were promos in the original TCG, really makes it so that you have a fighting chance. I know that I didn't really go over their effects, but it's really mostly we need the unlocking knowledge. Again, they're only going to be played for their unlocking ability if Link Joker still becomes way too dominant. Next, we have Dauntless Dominating Dragon Reverse. So limit break, lock a rear guard to gain the following ability until the turn. When your drive check reveals a grade 2 or less, retire when your opponent's grade 1 or less rear guards. Starter killers, grade 1 killers, you know, the fan stuff. When your opponent's rear guard is retired by your card effect, this unit gets plus 5,000 until the end of turn. So what's really nice is because you're going to be cross-riding it with Dauntless Driver just to restand him, being able to lock, and then when your drive checks reveal a grade 2, you're kind of gaining plus advantage because being able to retire and then gain the power up for the next swing is just so important. We have Dominus Drive Dragon. So during your turn, if your Vanguard is a Dauntless, this unit gets plus 3,000. We already kind of knew this was coming. Then we have the normal Counterblast Dragon Knight Nesset. So when this unit attack hits, Counterblast 2 to draw a card. So it's just fancy cards. Next, we got Red Rainbow Liberator Balan. So when your Blaster Blade Liberator rearguard is placed, if your Vanguard is liberated, this unit gets plus 5,000 until the end of turn. Really good grade 2. So definitely be on the lookout. This will probably be played. Next, we have White Rainbow Liberator Blonde. So when your Blaster Liberator is placed in the same column, this unit, if your Vanguard is Liberator, countercharge 1. So we finally got a countercharges for golds, which they kind of sort of need because, again, it is struggling out there, boys. Next, we kind of got Liberator of the Bonds, Gancelot Zenith. So we've been kind of waiting for this card. So when this unit attacks the Vanguard, Counterblast, put a rear guard on the bottom of your deck to call the top card of your deck. This unit gets plus 10,000 until the end of turn. And when placed from your deck, return this unit to your deck to call Blaster Blade Liberator from your deck. If you have no Blaster Blade or Liberator in your deck, call from your drop zone. Really nice, and being able to be a cross ride with Solitary Liberator Gancelot. This might be enough to push golds up. Again, this is now the second to last gold support you're going to get for a little bit until Legion. So the next one will be Sanctuary Monarch Alfred. So be on the lookout for that, being able to pretty much counter Omega Glendios in every way, shape, or form and just laugh at your opponent is so good. Next, we kind of got our big boy of, we're going to start now talking about standard stuff. So first off, we got Beastie Ethic Buster. So when placed or rode upon, discard 2 cards from your hand, stand one of your units with Beastie in its card name, attack your opponent's Vanguard with that unit. At the end of the battle, if that attack did not hit, stand that unit. If the attack hit, that unit gets -1 drive. So I know it's kind of weird in the wording, but again, it says unit, so you can restand him. So again, it's just making sure that if you decide to swing with himself, he just gets a minus drive, so he doesn't do 2 twin drives in a turn. So that's where the fairness comes in. And then auto on Vanguard, when this unit with a Beastie in its card name attacks, counterblast 1, and that unit gets plus 5,000. So you can get him plus 5,000. He becomes a beefy 7 with Excel markers. You know the drill. There's nothing too crazy about it. So next, let's talk about our major newest stuff that got shown off was the Persona Blast. So, Persona Blast is very interesting in Overdress, and I'm not even joking. Overdress brought in this Persona Blast that pretty much benefits on going 4th. So this will be turn 4 for most people, which is really good. And the rules are very interesting. You can't just like call from the ride deck to cheat this in, which is very good because, again, your ride deck is kind of now restricted. You don't get the G assist anymore, anything like that. Like, it's not like problematic that we're going to have to deal with, because the fact of the matter is we get Persona Blast, which is very interesting mechanic in itself. So when you ride with on top of the exact same card, you get a Persona Blast ability. So the Persona Blast is basically draw 1 card, and your whole front row till the end of turn only gets +1 10,000k. That might not seem like crazy strong, but this is really good and a good direction for a reboot, because gift spamming is now no longer an issue. You're kind of not hindered anymore. You kind of gain advantage now, and you kind of get this push turn on turn 4, which makes the game quite healthy in every sense of the word. So guys, definitely be on the lookout for that. Also, we have new confirmation about the trial deck. The trial deck was very interesting to see, and we have here is what we get in the trial deck: 4 Chavgatha Divine Dragon Nirvana, 1 foiled at least, so pay attention to that. 4 Blazing Maiden Ryu, we don't know who that is. Blazing Maiden Rhino, 1 starter Sunrise Egg Starter, 3 Grade 3 Blazer Duplication Dragon Infernal Sword. So basically probably going to be your kind of vanilla backup. Probably won't have the Persona Ride ability, which isn't going to be fun. Won't be a problem. Valhira, so grade 4 grade 2s, 3 grade 1 Iron Ball Dragon Ikibora, which isn't bad. 4 grade 0 Trickstar, which is very interesting to me, because again, now you're putting this interesting new way of playing this game into it, where now you have this grade 0 Trickstar that might be very more beneficial than we know. Again, why put 4 grade 0s in there? I know we get the ride deck and everything like that, and we can pull, and probably that'll be your discard target, which isn't bad. Next, we get 1 grade 0 Spiral King Dimensional Overdrive. So we get 1 of that. So it does count in your trigger count. So definitely don't think you can get 16 plus 1. So definitely you're going to have to pick and choose what you take. Next, you have 4 grade 0 Blazing Maiden Zonin, which is your critical. Blazing School Monk Chozaka, draw. And then grade 3 grade 0 Blazing Fist Monk Nikigo, front trigger. So we do have fronts confirmed. And then we have Blazing Maiden Rona, heal. And then 3 grade 2 Sunburst Evolution orders. We got orders, boys and girls. Nothing too surprising, but I'm really impressed to see that we have orders again. So that means they got rid of Blitz, but that's not a bad thing. We're having the ability to use orders again is fantastic, because it's so untapped, because when they introduced it at the end of V was kind of sad. I would love for more V support with orders, but you know what? Take your time. These orders might be very unique, and my only worry is that they're going to be bland, like how we had the other trial decks. Everybody got the same order, but maybe Sunburst Evolution is just one type of order just specifically for the blanket clans. So definitely keep a watch out for this, because again, orders can definitely do a lot of crazy stuff, and I'm excited for it, guys. And then we kind of got also a preview of our sleeves, every kind of sleeve that we get. So we have, you know, blue, pink, red, green, blue, which I'm excited for those. Those are going to be really nice. These are all box topper, so this is for your ride deck, so definitely you're gonna want these, especially liking that you get all these colors and they're very nice and clean looking. I cannot describe how much I like it, guys. This is great for Overdress and a great new start, and I hopefully you guys keep coming back and checking out. I know I do a lot of Zero, I do a lot of Digimon, but I also want to get Overdress more and more on this channel. So definitely, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.